I definitely think there's value in this. And again, this echoes a previous rumor that WDWPro did back in like December 2020, which you've got right here. Behind the scenes, large swaths of Kathleen Kennedy loyalists are messaging back and forth about their disdain for Luke Skywalker, Caucasian male being brought back in any valiant form. If you remember when the Mandalorian season 2 kind of season finale debuted, you had Star Wars Theory being really emotional about Luke's return. Pablo Hidalgo was like mocking him, had to issue an apology. So I think we do have people like that at Lucasfilm that do hold disdain for Luke Skywalker. I think it comes from Kathleen Kennedy and a lot of other, and I think it's just not just her. I would not be surprised if Bob Iger's there as well. I mean, we have this whole phrase, let the past die, kill it if you have to, is literally the slogan, I think, that probably hangs above the Lucasfilm halls as you walk in, because that's literally all that they want to do with Star Wars. Fast Steven says, Luke Skywalker is nothing more than a Hail Mary, cobweb, destruction of heroes, role models. I'm not sure what you're, I don't
He's like quoting them saying, what do you mean Luke Skywalker is nothing more than the Hail Mary and cobweb? This is the destruction of heroes and models.
Yes.
Role model.
100%. Yeah, Felsbug points this out too. Luke's toys still sell out 8 years after Force Awakens. Rey is still shelf warming toy stores. 100%. I mean, we saw this when they tried to crowdfund the Riva lightsaber. Did not, with Hasbro, completely failed because and Hasbro's having to resort to even doing crowdfunding for stuff like this. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Fast Steven. Yeah, we're talking about that. Pro's latest video. But yeah, like, they're not even they can't even like crowdfund this stuff because people don't want to purchase it, let alone try and buy it off of a hook. Yes. This is true.
And again, I mean, like they, for an effort to try and like sway this over to women, right? They are making the laziest effort possible. Rey being a clone of Palpatine. There were so many more rich roots for her to be a daughter of Vader, for him trying and doing the archaeological work of digging up Plagueis's manipulation of the Force, and him doing it and failing, but not failing, and Rey ending up an orphan by accident. It was a perfect setting for that, but they're like, no, we're going to go the dumbest route possible.
Yeah, I think one of the bigger theories was that she was actually the daughter of Obi-Wan and Satine.
There was that.
That people had, but I mean, I was actually watching a video. It actually kind of autoplayed after I think watching Pro's video. It was a Critical Drinker, and he was talking about how The Force Awakens is a soft reboot. He did it about a year ago, and yeah, I've been saying this too. That is exactly what it is. People are like, oh, they're going to remake the original. Well, they already have. They just call it the sequel trilogy, and they've kind of pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes by just remaking the original Star Wars film and changing the cast and everything like that. So they've already tried. I mean, they literally replaced Luke with Rey in The Force Awakens, and then they tried to give Rey all of Luke's story. I mean, they've already redone the original trilogy. They just they're just trying to sell it as a continuation, and that is exactly what the definition of a soft reboot is, and that is what Star Wars has done. And everything now has been part of this soft reboot, and it's not going to get anywhere fast, as we're seeing. People are dropping like flies. Mandalorian, it went up over 1 billion minutes, I think, 2 weeks ago, but the most recent Nielsen numbers for episode 4 are down to like 700, which I think is the lowest of the entire season 3 so far, which isn't surprising because a lot of people hated that third episode. So they would, Fast Steven says, when the Rey movie bombs, that will be the nail in the coffin. I don't think so. I think you underestimate the willingness of these people to continually double down on their message. Again, like I said, they're not selling Star Wars movies or television shows. They are selling the message that is embedded in them. Kevin Feige made that abundantly clear about Marvel. He was like, we actually have to entertain so that we can push our social messaging on you. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing him there, but that is what I think he made very clear. So yeah, I don't think they're actually trying to sell Star Wars. So I don't think that even if the Rey movie does bomb, that they won't stop doing this. I think we're going to continue seeing them do it over and over and over again. We were seeing that with Marvel. I mean, their entire Phase 4 was this, and Phase 5 looks to be just continuing on that path. I mean, I haven't seen the Quantumania movie, but everyone was saying there was some kind of quip about capitalism and communism in there with the ants and stuff, which didn't seem to even make sense on that. So these, like, they don't even understand the concepts they're even talking about. They're putting them in there anyway.
No, they're Bolsheviks.
Yeah. Oh, Fast Steven is saying he thinks it'll be the nail in the coffin to legacy fans. I mean, I think that has already passed. I mean, obviously, I think that nail, like Last Jedi, was definitely that nail. I think a lot of people think Force Awakens was that nail. I know a lot of people were kind of brought back in with season 2 Mando finale with Luke. But Mando season 3 being pretty piss poor, I think, has driven more people away. But yeah, I guess if you did kind of get brought in back by Mando season 2, then yeah, that would be the nail in the coffin. But I mean, I'm watching this stuff, so I can like critique it properly and give actual like my true opinion instead of trying to like comment from afar, not actually know what's happening or have seen it. But yeah, the nail in my coffin was The Last Jedi. I'm just watching this stuff now to just show how like absolutely terrible and piss poor it is. Yeah, Doba Fett here. Ant-Man 3 praised socialism and defend. Yeah. Yeah, like again, see, they're trying to insert it in everything.